Okay, so here you can see me demonstrating the direction where the coat grows, where the hair grows. So we're gonna go with the hair growth, with the hair grain. And here Lucy is double checking what I'm doing. And that's gonna be the direction we're gonna use the clipper. And you can easily see the nipple, so you have a very easy job here. And I'm switching the clipper on away from the doggy. So I'm making some noise, getting the attention, and then using the clipper after I switched it on, and the doggy was comfy with that. This is the direction how I get a hold of the hair by the belly thigh flap. So I stretch the hair a little bit, and I work around the nipples to make sure everything is nice and short. Here I use a number 7 blade, and that gives you a fairly short and pretty short haircut. Not super short. For doggies who have a little bit sensitive area by their privates, I wouldn't go any shorter than the number 7 blade. You can see me working on the vulva and the surroundings, the area which is very close there, and you can see me finalize a little bit from the butt area as well, where some hair sticked out. I'm trimming everything nice and even. Since she got a short haircut, I'm using the same blade to make the inner thighs and the inner side of the leg nice and even, so she can grow out her coat perfectly even. After positioning the doggy in a way that you can get a good view and access to the privates, you can go ahead and introduce the clipper, switch it on away from the doggy, and once she's comfortable with that, you can put it on the skin. As we saw it on the previous video, we use the clipper in this direction to make sure that it's gonna be nice and even. In case you use the clipper with the hair growth, it's gonna be way shorter. So there's gonna be lines. And parents seem to find the hairstyle around the privates way more appealing when we use the clipper with the hair growth. In case your goal is to go very short, and so you don't have to worry about the private area for quite a while, then short is fine. The thigh belly flap, that's the area which we really have to keep an eye out, especially on fluffy doggies, because in case that gets into the clipper, then that's going to be a disaster, and the doggy will get seriously injured, and you're going to cut out pieces from the doggy, which is really not ideal and will require serious desensitization. So when you're a beginner, I highly recommend you to explore when you're about to work on that area, and make sure that you absolutely know and keep in mind where the belly thigh flap is. I'm doing some follow-ups on the inner thighs, and do a little bit more clipping by the fold there. It's going to be a little bit harder to see here, but I stretch out the coat and the skin so I can reach to that area and keep the coat nice and short. And this gentle way just results in a cooperative happy puppy. This is another version how you can do the female sanitary trim around the vulva when the dog is standing on all fours, and you use a number 7 or number 10 blade. I prefer number 10 because the number 7 can get stuck in mats around there in case the doggy has any. Let me go back a little bit so you can see it again. So I'm feeding the clipper from the outer side parallel with the thighs, and I'm keeping that direction to make sure that I'm not going to cut in the vulva. As for the anus area, when you want to go nice and short, then you can use a number 10 blade or number 7 blade and use these directions from the center towards the outer side to keep the area extremely short and super easy to maintain. You can go on the side as well. When you do this position, you absolutely need to make sure that you are holding the clipper, the right side of the clipper, away from this area, because in case you use the full width of the clipper blade, then your dog will have a ginormous bald spot on one side of the anus area on the butt. So it's gonna look really open, and you don't want that. So use 1/3 of the left side of the clipper blade here to make sure that only this area is going to be trimmed short, not the full width of the clipper blade.